So Karaya was telling us that the audience here probably doesn't have the mental picture of Middle Eastern women being engineers. But the people who I've been fortunate enough to get to know over a period of 5 years tell me that the situation is actually much different. Yes, when they go into the office, they do end up working in a bias when they go for their internships. And the stories that they tell about that are quite interesting. The slides aren't all that essential, so don't worry if something's going wrong with them. So anyway, actually they tell me it's completely normal for a woman to be an engineer in Oman or Kuwait, and that the gender situation here in Ireland, where they studied for university, was a bit of a shock to them. When they came in, there were about 180 in their class. I think it stabilized at 160, and just 24 of these were women. 8 of the 24 women were from the Middle East, so a whole third of them. And some of the stories that they told me were fascinating, and I think need to be told to a larger group of people. I think teachers can learn from hearing more stories about what it's like to go through what they've been through. And right now, we've produced several papers on the topic that I'll post in the chat box. But the one that we're working on now is using the framework of, well, sorry. I guess this is the main paper. I'll put 2 more up there later. So right now we're using a framework of the hero's journey to talk about what they've gone through and how heroic they've been to face going to a new country, studying in a situation with so many foreign students and so many boys, and how they learn to navigate this situation. So I want to share with you some of the things that they've told us over the years. I have been talking with them. I started this back in 2014 when they were just entering the university. And I've been talking with them over a period up through their graduation. So actually, when we started, Bill and I were talking with women in 3 different universities in Poland, Portugal, and Ireland. And we started looking at all of those data and realizing, wait a minute, what the Middle Eastern women are telling us means their experience is quite different. You know, their lived experience, we scholars, we qualitative researchers are looking at, it's quite different from what the other people were telling us. Even the foreign students who came into Ireland had come earlier. They've gone through more school, and they had learned more of the vocabulary here and more of how to interact with the people who live here, and particularly the teachers speaking in fast Irish dialect. So we decided to keep talking with them and also to do some studies where we were zooming in and looking at just what they told us. There's so much that they told us that we want to share, and we're still working with the best ways to tell that. So in this paper that I've posted here in the chat box, they were telling us a lot of things that we think can help teachers do a better job. And we let them tell us what was important. So we opened the first year saying, how have you been getting along here in Dublin and at this institution? And every year when we talked to them after that, we said, when you think back over your past year here in Dublin and this place, what stands out for you most in your mind? So we didn't predetermine what they thought was important. We let them bring to the fore what was important to them.